Shalom, this is GMS Holland Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. Want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the bonds to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there, spreading this word, this sincerity, and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. This is going to be a GMS news update concerning the EU being against the beast. It's like a being against the whore, going against the whore, which is America. You know, war always has a startup, and that startup is oftentimes politically, financially, gets pulled off, so to speak. They are gonna defame each other, so-called blackmail each other. Better call it redmail, because you know, being red is being a deceiver. But they want to put everything upon black. That's cool. Esau gonna pay for that. But anyway, yeah, this is a news article from yesterday, which states German and French arms producers want to reduce the use of U.S. technologies in military production. Report. So that is gonna touch the pockets, you know, the wallet of America, man. If all of a sudden a common buyer is not gonna buy your supplies no more, it's gonna hurt your pockets. It's gonna hurt America's pockets. Now, things like that have been going on already with the tariffs and the change of prices of metal, aluminum, titanium, and all kinds of products that America delivers. You know, they have already been playing around with that, which caused friction. And France and Germany are, within the European Union, one of the biggest and most richest countries. You know, over here in the EU, you got France, you got Germany, you got the UK. You know, then somewhere in there you have Holland also. Holland is not no poor country. You know, if you look at the government, but it always gets left out because it's small. But then this is gonna hurt the pockets of America, man. So that's that friction that is going on and has been going on, and you can also see that it's causing friction within the NATO, which all these European countries have power together with the beasts. 1 hour, which that 1 hour is not necessarily 1 hour. It's like the time we are living in right now. This is their hour, their rulership with the beast. So it says France and Germany want to cut their technological dependence on the US, a NATO ally, and rely more on their own products when it comes to manufacturing military equipment, according to German newspaper Welt and Sonntag. Military producers in Germany and France are reportedly attempting to phase out the US technologies in helicopter construction, making a new assault rifle for German armed forces, Butzenwehr. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce that shit in no German. It's not my thing. As well as a new fighter jet developed under the Future Combat Air System (FCAS) program, led by the two nations' plane makers. Okay, so why is this a new news update? This stuff been going on, man. Between France and America, between Germany and America. France was making arms deals with Russia, which all this leads to the friction that has been prophesied in the scriptures. The friction between America and European countries. that is being prophesied in the scriptures, man. So this is Slovakia. Just go straight to the point. This is Revelation chapter 17 verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. This is the future prophecy of the EU going against America. This is what's about to happen, in the future. And basically what we see right now is the prelude to that. There's a lot of news articles out there that show you that that they are not down with America, his plans, with America, his way of going, which causes friction between the EU. A lot of European countries be like, fuck America, man. The hell with America. They have been a slave a long time under America, and they still are, because the America is that whore that sits upon the dragon, man. The 7 heads and 10 horns. It's sitting upon them, meaning it is ruling over them. Okay, so they shall hate the whore. So the hatred is real, man. Why do you think that they say let me see, military producers in Germany and France are reportedly attempting to phase out US technology? Let's look up the word phase out. Phase out. Wait, let me look it up on Google. So the word phase out means to discontinue the practice, production, or use of by phases, intransitive verb, to stop production or operation by phases. You see, so that's what they're doing, man. They are willing to stop the production of America, his supplies, which with that they are not only phasing out the supplies of America going into the EU, but they slowly but surely trying to phase out America itself, man. They don't give a shit about America no more, and that has been happening, man. What is this devil's name? President of Trudeau? No, Trudeau is from Canada. What is this guy's name? What is this devil's name? President of France. Macron. Yeah, Macron. Emmanuel Macron. Yeah. I had this Trudeau in my head, and then you have Angela Merkel also over there in Germany. So they trying to phase out America, man. You had a news article that Germany ignoring America. See, here another thing, man. But this is from 15th of June. Why cutting American forces in Germany will harm this alliance? See, harm the alliance. How? What does that represent, man? That's scriptural too, man. So it's the hatred that is that's rising right now. The hatred between the EU and America is rising, which is eventually gonna lead to the destruction, also by the hand of the EU. That's what it's leading to, man. Look, you got Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So if you look up the word confederacy in the Hebrew, The word confederacy in the Hebrew is barayat, which means covenant, alliance. So what does it say here? Boycotting American forces in Germany will harm its alliance. So this prophecy speaks about the alliance being harmed. All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border. What does it represent when you bring a nation to the border? That means war, man. Bringing a nation to the border, that represents war. So America is being hated by the EU, and the EU is doing moves, making moves, and having certain behavior towards America, which leads them to bringing America to the border, man, which represents war. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. That's what's happening right now, man. On all kinds of points and in all kinds of situations, the EU is trying to cut off America, man. The EU is trying to cut off America. And there was a news article also that stated that, what was it, man? Concerning the coronavirus. You know, that America shouldn't get involved in the coronavirus state that's going on here in the EU, in Europe. You know, all kinds of friction is going on, and not only between America and Europe, but also within Europe itself, man. You know, alliances are being formed again. Meanwhile, the EU is supposed to be one big alliance, right? But guess what? That's not prophecy, because according to the prophecy that is written in the book of Daniel chapter 2, these alliances aren't supposed to be there, man. Here it says, Daniel chapter 2 verse 43, and whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. You see, so they are mixing themselves together. They have become one alliance in 1957, when the Roman treaty was being set up and implicated in 1958. The Roman treaty, the treaty amongst each other, amongst the European nations. Okay? That treaty has been set up. They have mingled themselves amongst each other. But guess what? They are not sticking to each other, man. Iron cannot stick onto clay, and vice versa. Okay? So that's happening also, man. That's something that's breaking up right now too. I made a video about it a while ago, wherein there was a news article that stated that this coronavirus is the last nail on the coffin of the European nation, man. It's like upon the European Union. It's the last nail on the coffin. You see? So shit is going on, man. Shit is happening. And this again is one of it. And this also. German and French arms producers want to reduce the use of US technologies in military production. That's just one step of it, man. Let me see. The end of German and American affair. This is from 2019. Where can I do this recent thing again? 1 day ago. Trump's Germany troops pull out may be his last gift to Putin before the election. So this is what's going on, man. Like I said, it's a news update. I was gonna pull the 1 hour with the beast also, which is in the same chapter. This is Revelation chapter 17 verse 11. And the beast that was, which is the Roman Empire, and is not, the Roman Empire got destroyed, got wounded, better yet, and is not. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, which is America, and is of the 7. The 7th beast. The 7th beast is the UK, United Kingdom, England. Because that's where America came from. That's where it was established from. That's why you had the colonial war, which was the war between England and America. The American Revolution. The American patriots in the 13 colonies defeated the British in the American Revolutionary War. Slack is the Revolutionary War. You see, because America coming out of the 7th, so they wanted to be distant from the UK. So this colonial war started, which is called the Revolution of America, the Revolutionary War. You see, so and the beast that was and is not even, he is the 8th and is off the 7th. He's coming out of the UK and go with interpretation, which that word perdition represents destruction. That's what's going to happen with America. America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which really goes back to the 10 nations that were here in Europe: Heruli, Suevi, Ostrogoths, Visigoths, and so on and so forth. Okay, which now ended up into more European nations. It broke off into pieces. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet. There hasn't been the kingdom of Holland. There hasn't been the kingdom of Germany, but they are ruling together under this new Roman Empire. But receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So that's what's going on right now. So that's the NATO. They have somewhat to say under the banner of the NATO. Okay? But guess what? Underling, they are communicating. They are making arrangements concerning dealing with America, concerning the prices that America's throwing upon the European nations, which they don't agree with. The thing is, Europe wants to hand out everything to America under their prices, but they don't want to pay the prices for American products. That's the funny thing. The nations have been made rich by America. The nations have been made rich by America. That's why they're also going to weep when America is going to be destroyed. Revelation chapter 18, verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, let me start at 17. Revelation 18 and 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city, which represents America? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, which represents mourning, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of their costliness. Yeah, because America buys every goddamn thing, man. But the other way around, it's not so, man. There's a lot of products from America that are not even allowed to come into Europe, man, because it's straight up poison. Of course, they got poison over here in Europe too, but hey, that shit is next level, man. And the same thing goes for the Caribbean islands that do receive the products from America. When I went there a couple of months ago, I was there on the island Aruba, and you had people eating certain types of chips. I was like, this is not inside of the same brand, man. The same brand of chips over there has different ingredients than the brand over here in Holland. Here in Holland, they have more healthy ingredients in the chips than over there. All kinds of additives, all kinds of products that make you addicted to it. You know, taste enhancers. That's what's happening over there in America, man. So it says they're gonna mourn over her because America buys all their products, but it's gonna be burnt up, like I said, by nuclear fire. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. Yeah, because when these nations start shooting at America, man, it's not gonna take long before the whole place is burnt the fuck up, man. So that's about to happen. And these are small steps that are leading towards that war, that World War III, that war against America that's been prophesied about in the Bible. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna say, call Allah, I hope it was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.